A Jacksonville woman says she came home from a month-long vacation to find what she believes is black mold in her apartment.
Yeah, she lives in the Riverton Town Senior Center in Arlington. While apartment management did help clean, she's concerned mold is still airborne in her apartment. News4Jax reporter Ariel Schiller is live in the studio tonight with her concerns.
Sandra Ross came home from her vacation to what felt like a scene out of a nightmare. Mold covered multiple items throughout her apartment in Riverton Towers. When we visited today, she and apartment management had cleaned up the mold, but she's still worried about potential health effects.
See it?
Yeah. Sandra Ross came back from a month-long vacation to find a scary sight in her apartment. Her walls, her clothes, and even her appliances showed evidence of mold.
I panicked because obviously it's airborne because it's in each room. Bedroom, found some in the kitchen on some of my appliances, my microwave and my air fryer. Yeah. So I didn't feel safe sleeping here.
Ross says she set the air conditioning to 70 degrees before she left for her vacation. So it was a surprise that she came home to so much of her belongings covered in mold. Apartment management and Ross cleaned the spots where you could see the mold, but as a cancer patient, she's still concerned that it's in the air or behind the walls.
I called my oncologist, and she said that I asked if it was okay for me to stay here. And she said, well, no, if it's black mold for sure, but you should not have to live in mold, and I wouldn't recommend you to stay there. So it's like, okay, now what? Now what do I do?
The Centers for Disease Control says mold can cause many health effects. For some people, it can cause a stuffy nose, a sore throat, coughing, or wheezing. They also note that immune-compromised people may get infections in their lungs from mold. Ross says apartment management told her they couldn't help her because she didn't have renter's insurance. She's currently staying with a friend for the time being until she's confident the issues are resolved.
What are you hoping that they'll do to resolve the situation?
I'm hoping that they would take care of my clothes somehow, have them clean. Really and truly the whole apartment. You know, it could be laying on my chairs. You know, it could be because they're cloth. You know, and to make it livable again so I can stay here. If not, I have to move out. You know, so I'd rather not. But you know, my life is a little bit more important than staying here.
I did reach out to Media Relations for Ability Housing, which owns Riverton Towers. They sent me this statement saying, in part, upon receiving information from the tenant about suspected mold in her apartment, the property management team conducted a thorough inspection and cleaning. At that time, it was discovered that the tenant had set the internal temperature of the unit higher than is recommended for optimal airflow. 2 subsequent follow-up inspections of the unit yielded no visible signs of mold. We are working with the resident to address her concerns. Property management will follow up with the tenant again tomorrow to conduct another inspection. They also told me the renter's insurance comment was a misunderstanding. A property management professional recommended that Ross consider renter's insurance in the future. However, we're told renter's insurance coverage was not a consideration in the decision about how to best address the issues. Reporting live in studio, Ariel Schiller, Channel 4, the local station.